Years ago, the world lost Eric Cassel, the co-founder of the Roblox Corporation. Most of you may have heard of Eric Cassel, but might not know much about his story. In this video, I'll be going over just that, from his very beginnings at Roblox to his tragic passing from cancer. This is the story of Eric Cassel.
Hi, Eric Cassel here. I'm here to show you a new feature that we're working on here at Roblox. It's an upcoming feature in development, so this is a really early prototype that I want to demonstrate to you, and it's pretty fun. So let's start by going into a little place. Here I am. And this place has another feature in it, which isn't ready yet, but is also going to be showing up, which is water. You can see I have a lake here in my terrain. And I'm going to walk over to the edge of this lake.
The story of Eric Cassel begins on December 16, 1967 in the Golden State of California, USA. Although he never shared many details about his early life or family, Eric Cassel was passionate about learning computing and programming in high school. After graduating high school in the late 1980s, he went on to get a degree in science at Cornell University in New York. Shortly after graduating college in 1989, Eric met David Baszucki, who at the time just founded a company known as Knowledge Revolution, which was a company that developed educational software for teaching physics. After seeing the company's potential, Eric Cassel flew out for an interview to work with David. During the interview, Eric presented a piece of software he developed while studying at Cornell University. After seeing his potential, David Baszucki hired him as the VP of Engineering. Together, Eric, along with David and his brother Greg Baszucki, built Knowledge Revolution from the ground up, winning awards for their products like Working Model and Interactive Physics. Interactive physics was used by millions of students around the world, and was an early version of many 2D physics sandbox games you see today. Knowledge Revolution was eventually purchased by MSC Software, which at the time was the leading provider of engineering simulation software. Both Eric and David took senior roles in the company, but went their separate ways a few years later. Although they no longer worked together, Eric and David kept in touch, reminiscing about how their interactive physics product was used more for fun than it was for learning and school. They saw that kids were building all kinds of funny and unique contraptions, and had talks about what would be the ideal ultimate online building toy. They wanted to build a 3D world that was completely physically simulated, where users could build, share, and play together. This was the foundation for what would eventually become Roblox. In 2004, Eric and David started work on the original Roblox product in an office located in Menlo Park, California. Over the next few years, they would build it up to its initial release on September 1st, 2006. Roblox was a massive hit, gaining over 50,000 users in the first year of being released. Seeing the potential for the company, Eric and David hired additional employees for the company. Eric and the team at Roblox would continue to work and build features and tools to build the platform to its full potential. However, early into Roblox's development, Eric Cassel hit a roadblock. In 2010, he was diagnosed with brain cancer. Battling with cancer is never easy, but Eric Cassel fought long and hard. Unfortunately, on February 11, 2013, Eric Cassel lost the battle to cancer and passed away. The following day, David Baszucki put out a blog post on the Roblox blog honoring Eric Cassel, saying, quote, "All of us at Roblox will miss Eric deeply. He will always be a role model to me and all who worked with him. We celebrate the time we have been able to spend with him. Eric was incredibly talented, but I will always think of him as the nicest guy I've ever met." The blog post also features some statements from Roblox employees at the time, including the likes of Keith Lucas, Matt Dusek, and John Shedletsky. To celebrate Eric's memory, his two children, who are still active on Roblox to this day, made a memorial place that anyone could visit to pay their respects. Roblox also renamed a hat after him, in which they put on sale for a short period of time. The description of the hat read, "To honor our co-founder Eric Cassel, Roblox will make a substantial contribution to cancer research in Eric's name. Thank you to everyone for your respect and support." An official Roblox figure was eventually made as part of the first series of the toy line released back in early 2017. 10 years after his tragic passing, we continue to honor the legacy and impact he made on what the Roblox platform is today. In an interview with Bloomberg last year, when asked about what Eric would think of what Roblox has become, CEO David Baszucki had this to say.
You mentioned your co-founder, Eric Cassel, earlier, who died tragically of cancer in 2013. If he was here today, what do you think he would think of the Roblox that Roblox has become?
Wow, I think he'd be proud. It's a good question.
Yeah.
Like, I think he would, his both of his sons have worked at the company a bit. So yeah, I think he'd be very proud.
Seems like you miss him.
He's just such a brilliant partner. Yeah. And he also set the standard for taking the long view on how we engineer things. A lot of the technology at Roblox is still like, you know, his vision lives on.
And it goes back to your advice for your 40s. Life is short.
It is.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you are interested in honoring Eric Cassel and donating to a good cause, please consider pledging any amounts to the American Cancer Society via the donation panel located on the watch page of this video. If you